The woman's name is Slim. 6 years ago, she was an ordinary waitress. One day, she was pestered by a punk. Mitch came to her rescue. The two of them were soon married. A year later, they had a lovely daughter. Mickey had a successful career and a lovely daughter. Slim felt that her life had reached its peak. One day when her husband was taking a bath, Slim received a phone call from a woman. She was at a loss for words. Realizing something was wrong, her husband apologized. Slim naively forgave him. It wasn't long before she smelled her husband's perfume again. This time Mickey didn't try to explain. Slim got angry and snapped at him. She got a big slap in the face. And then a punch. Before Slim could get up, Mickey went up to him and told him that I make the money in this house, and I make the rules. You're going to have to accept these rules whether you like them or not. At night, while Mickey was asleep, Slim took the luggage he had packed in advance and hugged his sleeping daughter. She ran out the back door. Luckily, she caught a bus and left through a friend's introduction. Silky came to the social assistance center. She lived in a group home. After cutting her hair, Slim found a job under a false identity. It wasn't long before her daughter missed her father. They drove hundreds of kilometers to make a phone call. It was only a 15-second conversation. But Mitch's friend from the police department followed them. That day, while Slim was cleaning up her room, Mickey suddenly appeared in the room. Slim took the opportunity to spray Mickey's face with the mace on her watch. Then she grabbed her daughter and ran. He quickly locked the car door. Then he accelerated the car and ran out. Slim took advantage of the car's low height. She managed to lose the man with the bars, a woman who has suffered repeated domestic violence. She couldn't take it anymore. She decided to fight back. She began to train day and night, whether it's grappling or fighting back after being controlled. Even the psychology of the fight. After a period of training, her eyes became resolute. No more fear. Then she found a woman of her height, and she found a woman who looked like her. She managed to get away from Mickey's men. At night, Slim scaled the wall and entered Mickey's villa. She hid in the beams of her room until Mickey left the room the next day. She climbed down from there. Then she took a professional tool out of her bag. She put the custody letters for her daughter in a drawer. Then she threw the gun in the trash. After placing the signal blocker, I waited for Mickey to return. As soon as Mickey returned to his room, the light suddenly went out. And then he was greeted by Slim. Mickey rushed to the drawer to sharpen his gun. She got her fingerprints on the letter. And that's when her mind started to remember. Of all the domestic violence Mitch had inflicted on her, she was no longer merciful. And after several consecutive blows, she kicked Mickey down the stairs. Mickey fell to the coffee table below. He's a goner. Slim went to the bridge and threw the kit into the water. Then she called the police. After the police investigation, it was a case of self-defense. From then on, she didn't have to hide anymore. She no longer had to worry about domestic violence.